What's up, everyone? Welcome to this week's Weekly Sizzle, and now you get the benefit of seeing our beautiful view out there. And I keep on making jokes about view, but whatever. Move on to the Weekly Sizzle. I'm Nick. Megan, welcome.
Hello. What you can't see is that it's 95 degrees here.
It is very warm, so we're going to make this very quick and give you the news that you want for this week. So Megan, let's start off with suppliers. You have some good insight because this is our supplier issue on suppliers focusing on emerging brands. What are you hearing from some of the suppliers as they talk about their marketing goals for this year?
The biggest thing seems to be giving the resources that are needed for emerging brands to succeed. So the marketplace, obviously, it's kind of hard to break in when you're dealing with a lot of bigger brands that have been around for decades. And so the biggest thing is giving these smaller brands the marketing materials, the kind of like added punch that they need to kind of make a bigger splash and have a competitive advantage, essentially. So like a few of the suppliers we're featuring are BoFly, for example, which I know they work with a lot of emerging brands to help secure loans and get franchisees up and going so that these newer brands have a fighting chance.
Yeah, it seems like I've heard this before from some of the better suppliers that there are a lot of snakes out there from a supplier standpoint, that there's so many folks out there that want to take the franchisor's money. And there's a lot of guys that aren't really helping the emerging figure out how to get to the next step. And obviously there are a lot of good suppliers out there in franchising that are trying to do right and say, hey, emerging brand, let's teach you how to become a great brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the biggest things I learned in talking to Charles Nicola, hope I said that right, sorry.
You got it.
Great. Was that it's really important before you go out there for a brand to kind of figure out what makes them unique, because for whatever idea you have, there's probably another brand that has a similar idea. So if you can find that one like spark that will help you stand out, that's the thing that you have to hone in on and really embrace.
Now, one thing on more of a negative standpoint, and this is good for you prospective franchisees or even franchisors out there to understand that, and Sean and I talked about it last week, that in an election year there's a lot of uncertainty, but we're starting to see some press come out that entrepreneurs are feeling a little bit more reluctant to start their own business. What this means, especially if there's a lot of franchisors in the marketplace, you're going to have to get more disruptive in the way that you deliver what you're trying to sell, your value proposition that you're giving to prospects. And I'm starting to notice some of this news that's swinging more negative because of the uncertainty of the election. Have you seen anything out there in the press from your standpoint, Megan?
In terms of just
more negativity than positivity. Do you see any shifts that are happening, and even some of the ad content? Is it changing?
Yeah, it certainly seems like a story that we posted up today, actually, talking about how small businesses are struggling. Like for the first time in 4 years, small business growth is actually on the decline, and it seems like a lot of people are struggling to figure out how to thrive when you don't have the resources you need to get things going.
So another piece, and it happens to be my column this week, which I have not been talking about my column as much as I would like to, is continue to ask yourself what you want to grow up, what you want to be when you grow up. And I think this is important for those that are maybe reluctant to start their own business. Time goes by very fast, and if you're reluctant to make a move, or you're afraid to jump off the ledge and do what you think is going to have the greatest impact on your life, you're going to be sitting in the same spot that you are today 5 years from now, wondering why didn't you take that leap. So there is this sense of time is not going to slow down. If you're thinking about becoming a business owner, perhaps now is the time for you to do it. And Megan, obviously, you've had the benefit of talking with many franchisees who have done it. Any comments on that?
In terms of
their happiness factor with jumping off the ledge.
Oh, sure. I mean, you have to keep setting the bar high so you don't get complacent, right? Like otherwise, if you don't keep pushing yourself and don't strive to be something better, then you will just sit around and be the same. Is that?
Sure, and that means franchisees will continue to struggle if they don't jump off the ledge and go full force on this. So read my column. It has plenty of good information.
Much more eloquently than I did.
You know, that's how it works. So another week of the Weekly Sizzle. maybe we'll give you some more views like this, so that if you're bored of what Megan or I, or Megan and Sean, or me and Sean are saying, you could at least look around our beautiful city of Chicago. So take care. Have a great weekend. See ya.